guys. Today what we're going to be doing is taking a look at a haul of AEW wrestling figures that I picked up. I think they were having like a New Year's sale, I don't think it was Black Friday, but they had a whole bunch of figures for cheap, and I went through and picked up some figures that I've been wanting, and they had some really good prices on some of the stuff that they must have had large quantities of. But before we take a look at what I got in that particular order, I don't believe I showed you guys this one. This is the Jim Ross Ringside Collectibles exclusive, and he comes with a chair and a microphone in his hat, and he's got his little his little suit and tie on. I'm a big Jim Ross fan, having grown up in the Attitude Era. To me, he's the copacetic number one announcer. And I have read both of his books, Slobber Knocker and the Black Hat book. I actually have the Black Hat signed. So when they announced these announcer figures, I knew I had to pick up the Jim Ross. It looks close. The glasses that they have on him are, right now, if you can see, they're a little wonky in the package. But I think when he first came, they weren't as wonky. But obviously, moving around, they've become adjusted. But I had to pick that up. I did not get Excalibur or Shivani because I don't need those. I'm just a Jim Ross fan. But into the ones that I picked up on sale. The first one is this TNT champion Miro. They had another Miro figure before this, which was, he was wearing like some camo pants, and he was yelling, and he had like bleach blonde hair, and it was just horrible. But this is him as TNT champion, which he did a great job as TNT champion. I'm hoping they figure something out for him soon and put him back on TV. Honestly, it's stupid how long he's been off TV. Apparently, Tony Khan can't think of a way to bring him back, and if you can't bring back Miro in this just destructive championship form, then I don't know what you're doing. He comes with the TNT champion belt and his red boots and shorts, which is the better look for him. And he's got two faces. I don't understand this face, because he just looks like a doofus with this face, doesn't he? It's very much a face. When I take him out of the packaging, I will most likely be using this secondary face where he's actually, he looks tough. I don't know why they didn't just do a face like this. I'm glad they didn't do another yelling face, because that looks silly. But this looks like he's had, it looks like he's had a silent fart, or like he's on drugs. I don't know why they did that face. Second one I picked up, and I think this was only like $4.99, was the Hangman Adam Page in his cowboy gear. And I picked this one up mostly for the outfit. I think the face is, I don't know, they haven't gotten Hangman exactly right to me on any of his figures. I have his original AEW figure, and that one I think is the closest face-wise that they've gotten. So, I basically got this one so I could take this head off and put the original head on there. And I just think that would look pretty cool. Or, you could take the torso and head off here and put the torso and head from the other one, so that he has, the cowboy boots and the jeans look. So, like I said, I think this one was like $4.99. It was was something ridiculously cheap, so I was like, yeah, I'll pick that up. This is an interesting lineup here. We got CM Punk and Hangman, who hate each other's guts. Cody, who's no longer with the company. Jade, who hasn't lost since they've debuted her. And then MJF, and then of course they have to shove Chris Jericho into every collection almost, it seems. I think that must be part of his contract. I should point out, like I said, 7 pieces down here. 7 pieces, because they give you 2 solo cups and 3 beers. But anyways, I should point out, along with these that I'm showing you today, I also got the LJN Darby Allin figure. Darby is like a really hard character, I should say, wrestler to get your hands on in figure form. They've done a few of him. They had like a 2-pack with Mox. They had a special coffin edition. They had him in a few different face paints. But every single figure of Darby is like $45, except for that LJN one that they just did. And honestly, I think that was the most expensive one I bought in this purchase, because I think the LJN Darby was about $10. Miro, I think, was about 7 or so. Hangman, like I said, I believe it was like $4.99. They must have a lot of him. I think probably because of this goofy face. But I picked up that LJN Darby, and that one I already opened, and I've taken him to work. He's on my desk, along with the LJN Cody. So that's why I won't be showing them to you here. But next up, we have Thunder Rosa. I love Thunder Rosa as a wrestler. Unfortunately, she's out injured right now, so she hasn't been on TV for quite some time at this point. And I can't remember if this is her. Yeah, I think this was her first figure. And I don't have too many of the female figures. But I wanted Thunder Rosa. I think I saw this one once at a Target, and I didn't pull the trigger because, at the time they were like 20 plus, I think. But found this one on sale. I think she was about $7 or $8. I don't quite understand the headdress kind of looks cool, but I wonder if it can come off or not. But wanted to make sure I had a Thunder Rosa in my collection, so picked that one up. And then last but not least, we have Women's Champion Dr. Britt Baker. I'm sorry, that was my elbow exploding apparently on the table. They've had a good amount of Britt Baker figures at this point. I think this is the most recent, not counting her, those the super mega editions that they have. And what I've always found is, Britt Baker to me, she's an attractive girl. Her face is very, you don't see many people with her facial structure. It's very specific to me, and to me, this is about as close as they've gotten as far as head sculpt. They've had some others I've seen where the head sculpt just makes her look like a haggard witch, and I can't help but feel for her because she's a pretty girl, and yeah, her nose is defined, but it's not like she's got this huge schnoz, and sometimes it just looks like they've aged her. So this was as close as I've seen them get with her face, and she comes with a championship belt, and it's a pretty good outfit that they have her in. So I pulled the trigger on this one. The one I see at the store all the time is the one where her hair is down, not in the ponytail, and she has the white jacket. And that one, she just looks like she's like 45. So this one's much better, and honestly, she's worn this hairstyle for, I mean, almost ever since she turned heel, which has been the bulk of her run. So, um, I had to pick this one up. Right now, I basically have Brit and Thunder Rosa next to my desk in packaging because it just seems like a good combination there. Uh, and the other guys I have stacked up because I have a stack of figures in the corner here that I have to find places for. But well worth the purchase. I think altogether was like, with shipping like $35 or something, which Christmas money and big sale. I figured it was worth it, so I got a box of wrestling figs. Fun times. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next time.